good evening from the heart of flyover country. It's time to play Without Rule of Law. I'm your master of ceremonies, Bobby Spags, here to introduce you to our undisputed, world-renowned, top-secret panel. Riverside Will! And your host, Patrick Henry! And now it's time to play Without Rule of Law, the card game that gets you navigating the unthinkable and asks, can you brave a world beyond law? Take it away, Patrick Henry.
Think they can see us?
I don't know. Are they cops? They have to tell us if they're cops.
I don't know. Hey, who's the guy in the hat?
Oh my God. We have an extra person in the studio.
What is going on?
I don't know. I'm scared. The bunker's not secure. The bunker is not secure.
Copy. Bobby, is the bunker secure?
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
Go for it.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another exciting episode of Without Rule of Law, the card game that keeps you guessing whether or not your friends will steal your last can of cream corn. Obviously, we have in studio tonight the VP and MC of the MPP, the one and only Mr. Bobby Spags. Hello, everybody. Everybody say hi, Bobby.
Hi, Bobby.
Hi, Bobby. We also have, wait, who is this? We have Gandalf, the tactical wizard, in the studio this evening. Hello, little hobbits.
Hello.
Well, he does not have Skull, but he is drinking Skull. What are you drinking over there, Will?
Mead.
Whiskey. Vodka. Chocolate milk. So, welcome to the November issue of Without Rule of Law. Again, the card game that keeps you guessing whether or not your friends are cool, whether or not you can trust them with your life, your wife,
Or your wallet.
All right, we have some special guests in the studio this evening. Tonight is a very special episode brought to you by your one and only MC of the MPP, Mr. Bobby Spags.
This is the first time we've done this. And again, this just goes to prove that at Midwest Preparedness, it's not your daddy's prepper show anymore. We do things differently. We get more voices and more choices in front of you than anyone else. Tonight is our very first. You might notice all three of us are in studio together. There's a reason for that. And it's because we're going to have the other three guests. But to fit this in correctly, tonight is Ladies' Night.
Tonight is ladies'
It is Ladies' Night, the very first Ladies' Night from Midwest Preparedness Project. So, guys, if you're watching, go grab your women, get them in the comments. They need to interact with what we're doing tonight because we're going to bring in three very special guests for you.
Bobby, why do we tend to cater to the ladies? Like, tell us a little bit about why the Midwest Preparedness Project is more lady-centric than the Silverback crowd that it used to be.
Well, when we ran the Kansas Prepper Expo back in the day, Pete Rafferty and I ran the Prepper Expos, and then we ran Full Spectrum Preparedness. And what we noticed was back then, everything was prepping, stocking beans to the ceiling, AR-15s, body armor was just starting to get into it, but gas masks and silver and all that stuff. And we love that. Dudes, trust me, I am a man's man. I'm all for the male perspective. However, what we noticed during those expo times was that you'd watch families come through the door. Guy would single-mindedly and smooth brain run to the gun table while mom has a baby in this arm and pushing a stroller with this arm and starts slowly going through the essential oils and the freeze-dried food and the water filters and the Tupperware and whatever else was in there. And by the time the day was done, Guy comes back looking at his wife. Can I buy a new gun? I found a gun. I found a great deal. And she's like, you can buy that gun if you let me spend equal amount on all the things I found while I was walking around with your kids. And he would always go, fine. So it very much became noticeable who truly is the foundation of prepping in most homes if you tend to listen. So
this is why John went home with 5 new ARs and Jenny got a new Harvest Right freeze dryer.
Right. So, because of that, with Midwest Preparedness, we truly do believe this is not just a guy's game. It's not a boys' club. It's not about dudes sitting around complaining about Barack Obama. That stuff is 10 years ago, so ridiculously boring. So at this point, we are all about the family, and the family includes the wife and the children. So,
with that said, let's bring in our first lady panelist of the evening. You guys know her. She's the one and only Miss Angie of Grumpy Acres Farm. Angie was with us last month at our October Mag meeting where she led a master class on canning. She teaches us food preservation, homestead cooking, preparedness, and practical daily life self-reliance at Grumpy Acres Farm. Her and Garen her awesome husband, who is a Marine Corps veteran. Is that right? Did I say that right?
Yep.
You did.
He is an outstanding young man who, again, led a master class at the festival on
Dairy.
Yep. Dairy products and what to do with them, which was fantastic. One of our best reserved classes out there. Angie's known for her hands-on canning, pantry building, real-world homesteading classes, focusing heavily on empowering families, especially newcomers, which Angie's great at, like slowing it down for us people that are really just kind of getting our ears wet in the canning and homesteading world, so that we can absorb those bits of knowledge at a like a snail's pace, because some of us learn faster than others.
Smooth brain,
especially us dudes. She runs a very popular educational YouTube channel called Grumpy Acres Farms, which you will see in the comments. We'll drop down below. It's also cycling there at the bottom of your screen. Make sure that you like and subscribe to that channel. And our next panelist is the one and only Carrie Torgler. All right. And Carrie is with Thunderhill Farm. She is one of our outstanding sponsors and vendors at the Midwest Preparedness Project. Her and her awesome husband Glenn have been to how many festivals have you been to now, Carrie?
4 or 5. I think
the correct answer is all of them. All of them. And they brought like amazing caramel sauce, like the
cowboy candy.
Oh my God, the cowboy candy. All of the things really are good, especially when you put them on Angie's cinnamon rolls that she makes. Like 2 + 2 equals, oh my God, I'm going into a diabetic coma right now. But it's a good one, like one that you're happy to go into.
I'm a type 4 diabetic.
Right, I just discovered the people with diabetes.
Yeah, boy.
So her and Glenn are owners of Thunderhill Farm, a festival vendor, veteran of the local Midwest Preparedness Project and other festivals such as Suffer Lions Festival. And you've been to KSL?
Yep, done KSL.
All 3 of them.
Okay, so she's been a part of the Great American Preparedness Tour, which you all should be, with KSL, SRF, and MPP. She makes specialized homemade jams, jellies, sauces, and other homestead goods. She represents the business side of homesteading, turning skill sets into income streams, which if you'll follow her, she's fantastic at doing. She's got some wisdom, this one here. It looks like it's cold. Where are you guys at? Tell us where you're at.
We are in the dark, cold world of northern Wisconsin right now.
Ooh,
Wisconsin. So yeah, it's pretty chilly, and we got our first real snow last night. We got about 2, maybe 3 inches on the ground, which is not bad, but my chickens don't like it.
No, especially if your chickens are molting this time of year, they're generally upset with you. Okay, so moving right along, our last but certainly not least lady of ladies' night is the one and only Dawn Gorham. Gorham.
Don Gorham. It's Don Gorham.
Dawn is Dawn Gorham of the Gorham Homestead, founder of the Gorham Homestead, along with her awesome husband T. Her and T, they teach practical preparedness, self-reliance, homegrown capability. They focus on empowering women and families to build confidence and independence. She works heavily in the community education, outreach, food production, and sustainable living markets. She is also a raw milk enthusiast and advocate who is pushing the envelope in the state of Tennessee. Is it Tennessee? Did I say that correctly?
Tennessee, yeah.
Tennessee. Yes, in the state of Tennessee, in order to get people to understand that it's not a sin to consume raw milk. Like, it really isn't. It's what they've taught us. Like, you got to drink homogenized milk, like pasteurized milk, but you really don't.
Yeah.
Somebody
There's only one thing worse than a can of cream corn, and that's homogenized milk.
You know what homogenized milk makes?
Homogenized people?
Homogenized.
Oh, there it is.
Homogenized. Homogenized? Yeah.
Are there pronouns for that?
You know what? They them. Let's knock it off. Oh my gosh. All right. So again, we're going to roll into this wonderful evening. We have some fantastic questions for you, ladies. Thank you very much for being a part of this show. We're excited to have you. This is, like Bobby said, the first ever ladies' night. And there's a special place in our hearts for all of you because all of you are amazing women. You are leaders in the fronts that we are I guess, happy to be a part of. Like you really do. You set the bar pretty high, ladies. So let's look at You want to drive comments, Bobby?
Yeah.
Get started.
Go ahead and get started. I'll drive comments.
Okay, let's start with, since we introduced you in this order, I'm going to go with Angie first, okay?
Oh, geez.
All right, Miss Angie, you guys have played with that role of law before. Garen has
Oh,
played.
yeah. And
You're a veteran to this.
yeah,
Let's
we
go
actually.
with,
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
let's go with this question, Angie. So this is going to be an easy one, and we're going to escalate up to, oh my God, did he really just ask me that? Okay. So Angie, in a without rule of law scenario, food becomes survival, not convenience, right? So we've lost the last hostess. What was it that they were chasing in Zombieland? Twinkies?
Twinkies.
Yeah, we lost the last batch of Twinkies, right? And which home food preservation skill do you believe is the most critical for beginners to master?
The cold food, is that what you said?
No. Which home food preservation skill do you think is the most critical for beginners to learn?
Smoking.
Like, smoking meat?
Smoking.
Okay,
So that's actually a hard one because smoking, if you can learn that, then that's going to help you with the freezer and all of that. That's going to give you time for canning. And then, so learning canning next. And then, if we're in hard times after that, there's no freeze dryers, none of that. That should have been pre-planned a long time ago. But if you're going to preserve foods, most farmers, Dawn, Curie probably would agree with me. You guys, we've got 5 to 10 freezers. You've got several different animals and all that stuff is going in. And so, smoking. Because if you have a good smokehouse, you can throw everything in there and literally get that to preserve and do that smoking, salting, that kind of thing. So
that's a great one. That's a great answer, Angie. And in fact, it was one of the first ones I chose to master myself, being able to smoke and preserve meat. Because again, I'm a meat eater. I'm a silverback. Hey, look at that! I do have some cream corn on my chin. I mean, yes, because being able to preserve meat is something that is, gone back to the caveman days. I mean, realistically, being able to preserve meat through the winter is what has kept civilization alive. It wasn't the asparagus, grass-eating hippies, although fruits and grains and all those other things do help. Pemmican is what you survived on, right? Those types of long-term meats and proteins. That's a good answer, Angie. Thank you very much. Fantastic answer. Moving right along, let's jump to Carrie. Carrie, similar question, but in a different light. In a world without rule of law, skills equal currency, right?
Yes.
Fair? So what skills from your farm, like preserving produce or creating shelf-stable products, become bartering power when money no longer matters? Don't say cream corn.
I think that the biggest one for me would be seeds and teaching people how to be able to save their seeds and continually have a harvest year after year.
Ooh, good one.
You have to have the food in check before you can worry about preserving it. And seed generations is something a lot of people overlook because of the convenience of, I just go spend a couple bucks at the store and I've got this year taken care of.
That is an outstanding answer, and it's absolutely one of the reasons why we conduct Grumpy Seed Exchange at the Midwest Preparedness Project, which Angela and Garen lead, again, master classes in bartering seeds, swapping that, because we don't have our own Norway or what is it, the Norwegian...
That big seed bank.
Vault?
Yeah, that big seed vault. Yeah.
Angie and Garen, that's our seed vault, right? We're going to turn to them to regrow the produce in the New World Order. So
you are in better shape than 99% of the people out there right now.
That's right.
I appreciate that, Carrie. Thank you. But can I throw something in here? So if anybody didn't know, Canada, I think I saw Lucy in here. Somebody said hello to Lucy. Canada right now, they are trying to make it illegal for you to save seeds. That will no longer be possible.
Well, that's because they have a communist Justin Trudeau as,
he's gone.
Well, I mean, he's still influencing.
Now they have communist light.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is like saying it's like when Putin left office and put the other guy in charge.
Medvedev.
Medvedev, when Medvedev was in charge, like this is like, hi, I'm Medvedev.
I'm totally not Vladimir Putin.
I'm totally not Vladimir Putin.
Yeah, could you imagine being a criminal for saving seeds? It's amazing to me.
There's gonna be a sad day in America when someone tries to tell us that we cannot harvest seeds because they've already went after water, right? We can't harvest rainwater. We can't harvest like raw milk and sell like raw milk. Like it's going to be a bad day when they're trying to tell us that we can't save our own germination and life-saving seeds.
Yep.
We had a bill here on the agenda in Tennessee last year to protect the ability to seed save, and our legislators actually just shot it down. And it has something to do with patents. Some of these varieties and stuff that the bigger like Monsanto and them, they fought it because they claimed that they created some of these varieties and that they had the patent on it and that we did not have the right to seed save from those.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get that back on the docket again in Tennessee coming up.
Yeah, you got to fight that, Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know. Oh, mine's pointing down this way.
Yep. Mine.
Oh, let's see this. We're gonna
Jen Moss saving the day. Again, another lady saving the day.
because it's late at night. Okay, how's this? Jen Moss. Mic check. You gotta tell me.
You're good. 5 by 5.
Thank you, Angie. Thank you.
Yep.
I don't even know where I was going to say something really crude, but I'm going to move on. Moving right along. Dawn, this is another easy one. We're gonna like I said, start it easy and work our way to Armageddon.
Okay.
You focus on empowering families and women in preparedness, right?
Yes.
And without rule of law scenario, what are the first duties of a household that people overlook because they assume someone else is going to handle it?
First duties of a household. Oh my gosh, that's harder than you think it is. Probably, I would say sanitation. Maybe, because that's like you don't think about how you're going to stay clean. You don't think about how you're going to process your bodily things. And if sanitation goes to pot, then all of your diseases become an issue. Infections become an issue. And so that's one of those things that's been on our mind lately. We have a septic. We have actually 2 septics on our property. But building some more infrastructure for that is something that we've been really thinking about heavily. And we're wanting to get a hand crank on our wellhead, one of the flow jack well pumps, so that we can make sure that we have water. And so we can move all of that stuff so we can keep everything clean. Because if I can't keep my cows clean, then I can't get the milk from my cows. And that's one of those things that sanitation stays really heavy on my mind all the time. So.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fantastic one. And if you're out there listening tonight, flowjack.com, talk to Bobby. We'd love to have you at the festival and do a sponsorship. Because again, you're right. If you can't do the do, or if you can't move the poo, or if you can't
it's an issue.
It is. It is an issue to deal with the tissue.
That's a T-shirt.
Oh my gosh, it is a T-shirt.
But what I hear from the ladies starting out right off the gate is you got to keep things clean for the seeds and for smoking. I wonder where their head really is right now. Just saying.
I mean, we are talking about South and Mason-Dixon for the most part with Curie, right? But Curie, that's all right. We know how it grows up that way. It grows in the ditch, right?
Hey, Dawn, just a tip on the sewer and doing the septic tank. If you would put in once a month, so you're going to have to store up on it. You're going to have to figure out some kind of cold saving for it somehow. Vacuum seal everything but yeast. And so if you get the yeast like bread yeast and just throw a cup down the drain once a month, and that'll help break a lot of that down and save you some time from pumping and that kind of thing. So in a pinch, that would be helpful.
I pour my hooch from my sourdough starter down the drain. Would that be sort of similar?
Yep.
Because I make my sourdough every week, and then there's always some hooch like right on the top.
Yep.
And I put that down my septic tank. Any of my whey, stuff.
Yep.
I don't put milk because that'll make you sad real quick.
Right.
But anything that's acidic and bacteria or yeasty, I put that stuff right on down there.
Yep, it'll eat up all that doo-doo like no tomorrow.
Cool.
You need to write that down, friends. Write all of that down. That was some knowledge, some wisdom nuggets just dropped in y'all's lap right there. Dip that in some barbecue sauce and lock it away. wisdom nuggets from the ladies. Don, tell us a little bit more about the milk. You're an expert in milk. Give us some knowledge about milk.
Yeah, why don't you put that down your septic tank?
Yeah.
Because it's got lots of good, healthy, natural fat in it that will stick to the sides of your septic lines and make you real sad when it backs up into your kitchen. So any extra milk needs to go to animals or dumped or whatever. Anything that's actual milk or milk fat product does not need to go down your septic.
Is that as true for regular store-bought milk as it is raw milk?
I don't, probably because of probably it still has fat unless you're drinking skim. But I mean, if you've
That's
got
just water
full fat
lying
milk,
about being milk.
It totally is.
Yeah,
That's just water
I mean,
posing as milk. Yeah.
Who knows? They may still put talk in it like they did in the 1800s.
I did not know that about dumping milk down a drain.
Yeah, especially with a septic system. If you're,
I have a septic system.
Yeah, same here. My anaerobic system is probably not happy because my kid will drink he'll make a giant bowl of cereal, in like a big mixing bowl, and he'll pour all the cereal in there, and then it's mostly milk, and he tosses it down the drain. I'm like, man.
Oh no!
So it's sort of like grease. You don't pour your grease down the drain. You don't want to pour your fatty anything down the drain.
Yeah, thank you. Now I have another reason to chastise my children. I appreciate that.
Discipline brought to you by Midwest Preparedness Project.
That's right.
Get you a bucket, set it next to the sink, and that's going to be your compost bucket, and then just dump it every day. So if he dumps the cereal or whatever, the milk in it, just feed that to the chickens. Chickens love it.
Yep.
It's a 5-gallon bucket for that.
Mm-hmm.
So do your tomatoes.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, are there plants that I know that eggshell does very well to combat blossom rot and stuff like that on your tomato beds. Will milk work in the garden the same way?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Milk is a great soil
Yeah, but
amendment.
diluted. You'd really want to dilute it good.
Yeah.
And don't pour it directly on your things.
Well, you can use it as a Farrier spray on some plants. If you're having aphid pressure, a Farrier spray of milk and water is a great organic solution for that to try to help stave off, more aphids.
So I'm going to let anyone field this question, but for some odd reason, Grumpy Acres Farms is asking us, who is supposed to dump it?
The husband, especially
Oh.
when the wife is crippled. So y'all know we had our accident in December, and I'm still battling through that and barely walking. And so, those buckets get heavy, and sometimes you can't pick them up. And so you got to have a team. And so teamwork makes the dream work. And yeah.
Am I hearing on ladies' night that there still are gender roles?
Hey. What she's saying is that, teamwork makes the dream work. And Garen's a big, strong, burly Marine that shouldn't have any problem carrying a 40-pound bucket of milk and dumping it in the garden.
40-pound bucket of milk.
That's
Holy cow.
Couldn't be 40 pounds, but so what I'm saying, I don't care who you're living with, what you're doing, just sign somebody up that's their responsibility. It's Garen and I, so Grumpy gets that chore. And so it is what it is.
I got faith in you, Grumpy. I got faith in you.
By the way, those of you in the crowd tonight, if you have a question for any of these ladies that you would like us to interject it, please type it in all caps, and we will do our best to make sure they get your question.
Yeah, please and thank you. Please, you guys participate. We're hoping that you guys will jump in there. I see a bunch of really cool people. Shout outs real quick to Matt Hemmis, Shanman, our good buddies there, friends of the Midwest Preparedness Project. Who else is in there? Jennifer, J Lo. I see you, J Lo. Our good buddy, the Bearded Bluster. What is that all about?
The Bearded Bluster. Huh.
We're going to have to talk about that one. Bearded Bluster.
Have you heard about the Bearded Bluster?
Have you heard about
Maybe?
the Bearded Bluster?
Sounds familiar.
Does Patrick know about the Bearded Bluster?
I don't know. I don't know. We've told Patrick about the Bearded Bluster. I have no idea.
I could have sworn somebody told Patrick about the Bearded Bluster.
I could have sworn
Bluster.
we were supposed to. I thought it was on the schedule until Patrick.
Sam Russell, another combat Marine machine gunner with back problems, is in the. Why are you guys laughing? It's not funny. You don't have to laugh. Kyle, Mr. Benoit, another one of our awesome friends, is in the crowd this evening. Thank you, Kyle, for being here. One of good friends, the outdoor guy, the out of doors guy, is in the crowd this evening. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We really do appreciate you guys. You do make the algorithm scream because they're like, why are they watching these guys' videos? I don't get it. Okay, so real quick, we're going to pivot to one of the bonus questions.
Ooh, this is
Bonus
an everybody
round.
question.
Yeah, this is an open field, everybody question. So this is like the speed round on Jeopardy. I lost to Jeopardy, baby. Everybody know that one? No? Weird Al? Bueller?
I've got the Shores of Montezuma going through my head, so I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fair. We're not going to sing that one, though.
Yeah.
Harrison sing that one later. Okay, our first bonus question of the evening. Anybody can jump on this. Whoever buzzes in first. You got imaginary buzzers in front of you. Whoever buzzes in first and just opens your mouth, you're going to be the one that gets picked on. Gets to comment. Okay, so we're going to go with the Mothman of West Virginia because it's right there in Don Gorham's backyard.
It's true.
The Mothman showed up on your property tonight.
Yes.
Did you say Mothman?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mothman.
Clarifying. Move on.
The Mothman. The Mothman,
Okay.
not the Mothwoman.
Okay.
The Mothman. The Mothman of West Virginia showed up on your property this evening, glowing red eyes and all. Would you A, run for the hills, B, try to domesticate it and feed it dog food, C, offer it creamed canned corn, or D, ask it to join your mutual assistance group?
What the hell just happened? I'll buzz in first. Bam.
I got weirder people in my mutual assistance group, so I don't know why I wouldn't bring it on in. Come on.
Thank you.
What can it do?
Oh, the
I feel like
Mothman
he
is a
must
harbinger of doom. The Mothman, according to American cryptozoology, is the harbinger of doom. He appears right before something really bad is about to happen.
Like
So
you're
it's kind
gonna
of-
die.
So it's kind of like having that guy in your group with a bad arthritic elbow who knows when it's about to get rainy. Only the Mothman is going to let you know when a bridge is going to collapse.
Yeah, it's like seeing an owl, and you're like, oh no, something bad's gonna happen.
I would not.
totally
I would not feed him cream corn.
When we were stationed at 8th and I, and so we actually lived in Burke, Virginia, this is a true folklore that happened.
Yes.
And everybody said if the Mothman, it will cover your windshield of your car.
Yeah.
And if it lands, you're done. You're out.
Yep.
And I never really knew if it was is it going to eat me or just something bad's going to happen? Because that was never clarified. Nobody really knew.
Is this like the Mogwai? Does it turn into something else later?
It's
there's
huge.
folklore beyond
No, it's just a half moth, half man.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
half
I do,
moth, half man. Okay.
I've heard reports of 6 to 8 feet tall and then spans 6 feet wide.
Yep.
If it has scales, bring it on.
It has a whole museum in West Virginia.
if I let him hang out with me, is Ingris going to come to my house later?
Ooh,
Maybe.
fair.
Maybe. You see that? I don't know. That might be a deal breaker for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Can I send that out when the government shows back up on my doorstep?
You did have the options of A, to run, B, to domesticate it, C, offer it food, or D, invite it to join your mutual assistance group.
I-
So
I'm bringing it in and giving it a job.
Yeah, domesticate it.
Deal with the feds. Deal with the feds.
all right, now Mothy, now listen, this time don't eat all of them. We have to question somebody.
I'm laughing at Garen. He's such a nerd.
What was this question over here?
Outstanding. Does having a beard mean you're excused from certain duties on the homestead?
Nope.
Well, you
No.
know,
Nope.
no.
That
Ah.
means you are more secure at those duties.
We have at least two ladies in the panel this evening saying no. Carrie, do you agree? X gets a square.
No, there are certain things in my household that I particularly don't want my husband doing. So he is because he's going to do it wrong. And yes, there is an order to the dishwasher, and my way is the right way. So you're
I love
excused.
Hey,
See,
here's
I'm
a-
not allowed to do the dishes in my house. So
What?
no, when we got married, T said I want the dishes and the laundry, and I said I do.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I
We
do.
have 2 great comments lined up.
So if he liked it, you threw a ring on it because he's going to do the laundry and the dishes. I get it. I'm totally
Bring
putting a baby in that guy.
I didn't even know how to run the dish, or not the dishwasher, the washing machine for the longest time.
Hey, real
He
quick,
would like bring me in there and try to introduce me to it.
Helen Kessler, not to be confused with Helen Keller, says, Virginia girl here, Mothman warns you, signs and omens.
Then
Like,
I want him. Like he
Yeah.
has a skill.
Join the team.
We also have, look at this. It's Mr. Mr. Spagnolo's better half, Jenny, says, domesticate the Mothman. She can fix him. I love a bad boy.
Spoken like a true woman. We can fix them all.
Yes. She's like, but have you ever seen him tango? Oh my God. Them hips don't lie.
You got a teardrop tattoo and a spider web, but I can fix him.
We all like projects, don't we?
He's not going to leave me free of SNAP benefits.
Have you ever seen him adjusting the carburetor before? Oh my God. Okay.
I just worry about
Wow.
moth and then the brown stuff comes off. You always get a film on your hands. I'm not sure. Is that going to be left on the dishes or like can we fix it?
the wing
Powder.
but now they can't fly anymore. Now you got to give them sugar water all the time.
Oh, Mothy. Okay, moving right along before this gets any awkwarder.
Wow.
Awkwarder a word?
Awkwardest.
Awkward as how dare
How
us.
dare you?
Okay, let's cycle back to Mrs. Angie. Okay, Angie. Actually, let's do one of the boys. Let's do one for the boys. This one's for the boys. Okay.
How dare you assume my pronouns?
He, him, they. Homogenized. This one's for the homogenized.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to Will.
Oh no.
You're always the voice of reason, so we're going to stare at you awkwardly and ask you questions until you blush. It's too late.
It won't take long.
Will, we're going to jump right to the heart of it, okay? We're going to skip like phase 1 through 4 and go right to 5. Will, you've shown that preparedness doesn't have to be complicated or expensive in the past in our previous WROL laws.
Because I'm broke and dumb.
He's very intelligent. Don't let him lie to you. Will is always our voice of reason. And tonight, he's going to be that again. I have faith in you. What's one project an average person could build this month that would drastically increase their preparedness resilience? What's one thing that they could build? One project they could work on. Solar batteries, water pumps, seed banks.
Honestly, the first thing I would do is I would make sure that everything's in order. Not necessarily build an extra thing, but put everything that you have in order. And it comes down to like small dumb things. So like when you talk about like building code, there isn't a lot of resilience built into your house natively. One of the things I did really recently actually is I put a access port into my sink just so I could more easily fix any issues that came up, like I could clean out clogs or anything like that. It's 100 small things, right? And that's how you make it. So like the other thing I did too, when things break, so like when you have something in your house break down, don't just go like, gosh, now I got to fix it. Go like, okay, so this is an opportunity for me to assess how to make it so I can fix it more easily in the future and it's less likely to break. When my pump failed a while back, I was telling you guys about that. So my pump was like it's a key feature in my house. It's my AC because I run geothermal, and it's my water, obviously, which that's significant. So when I repaired it, I didn't just repair it. I also put an auxiliary pump that runs on the same line that I can bypass my main pump if it fails.
Ooh.
And I did that with a cheap pump that I can get locally instead of having to special order it. So now if both pumps are down, I'm within 30 minutes of getting my new pump back up and running.
Grumpy says Jenny wants a second chance at fixing something.
What the hell, Grumpy? I thought we were friends.
I thought you guys were ignoring my Did you see what Jenny said?
Oh man,
we're gonna end tonight's show on a high point. Thank you, Jenny. You won the internet. Well, next to your prize, Bobby, get in the box. That was outstanding. Thank you, Will. So yes, prioritizing the ability to, I guess, kind of
keep everything running. Like prioritize ability to make sure everything runs and that you can fix it easily.
Yes.
Again, when it breaks is the perfect excuse to do this, but you can also be doing that perpetual assessment as well. And that's a lot cheaper than going like, well, I'm going to go out and buy me a solar battery and fix me up a whole set. Cause not everybody has that kind of money for one. And for two, it's like all this auxiliary capability that's not like super necessary to my day-to-day life right now. is a good thing to have, and it's awesome to have that capacity, but I need to first establish a good base of operations to build off of.
Love it. Love it. So prioritizing your priorities.
Yeah, and nobody does. Let's be honest. Like nobody's like, I need to build more auxiliaries into like having my sync work. You know, nobody thinks that.
Have you seen that board on the other side of this wall with all the strings and pictures and like different colored? Like we do the things here.
The way
we're the Midwest Preparedness Project.
You have to show me later.
Yes, we will show that.
It's
Yes.
incredible board.
So moving right along, top of the hour, Bobby, you want to tell us about our first featured sponsor of the evening?
Yes, our first sponsor of tonight's episode is Paratus Radio. You will find them at all Midwest Preparedness Project outfits. That is Michael Staus from Paratus Radio. He handles all things family radio, GMRS, FRS, ham radio, and he is also a hobbyist beekeeper. Him and the Todd, who's also one of our sponsors, work together on the horizontal bee hive system.
Yes, the Leo
Dr. Leo's bee system. So if you're interested in anything involving radio, amateur radio, family radio, any of that stuff, ham radio, all the bits, all the little pigtails, all the brass parts that my smooth brain can't possibly tell you what they mean, or anything involving Bitcoin. If you want to talk about Bitcoin and real cryptocurrencies, he's a guy to talk to. If you want to talk about beekeeping, he's a guy to talk to. So please go find Paratus Radio, and you will find all sorts of interesting information. He is also the guy that keeps us talking at Midwest Preparedness Project. He's the one that makes it possible for us to broadcast our classes to your car radio. So if you're stuck at camp and you can't make it up to the main stage, you can tune in on your car radio and listen to all of our classes. He's the guy with extra speakers all over the campground where you can hear us if you have to maintain your children around a campfire, if you're not feeling well. Anything that happens at Midwest Preparedness, you should be able to hear, see, listen to, or engage with in some capacity, regardless of the situation in which you find yourself. And Michael Staus at Paratus Radio is the man who makes that happen.
We're mainly talking to you, Garen, and you, T, because you're back at the camp doing the dishes for Dawn.
Garen did my dishes today, and I so appreciated that.
Yeah, he did. He did.
One additional note to that too. On his website, if you go there, it's packed with intel. I mean, he's got all sorts of free information that he makes available, and that's including like radio SOPs. That's everything. Like he makes a lot of that information just accessible. So do check it out.
I don't know if you guys know this.
He's actually pretty good. He's brought some stuff over here, and him and Garen have gone over some stuff.
Yep.
And so looking at the security side and all that, ham radio, and then private communications with cell phone, that kind of thing. God knows what he's doing. Mike knows exactly what he's doing.
He can also help you with privacy cell phones too.
Mm-hmm.
To those of you that don't know Mike, and you have not met Michael yet at one of the festivals, shame on you first and foremost. Come to the festival and we'll introduce you. But secondly,
guilt trip.
Mike is like he reminds me of like if Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead had a love child with a professor from Gilligan's Island and made this really smart, handsome dude that shoots his pistol like this. And cool. He knows everything about communications. Mike is so smart.
He is.
Yes.
And he shoots. I don't know how he hits stuff like that.
He's
Okay,
a
moving right along.
gangsta.
So gangsta. We kill that ticker. Mike is the man. It's in the banners. Okay, moving right along. Let's cycle back to Mrs. Angie. Angie, can I pick on you? Is it time to pick on you?
It's time to pick on Angie. Don't ask permission.
All right.
I'm like, no.
She took off time. By the way, Angie took time off from work to be here on this stream tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, Angie's employer.
Yeah. What was really funny is they were all like, we thought you were a really sweet old lady. We didn't know that you're going on this podcast and doing all this stuff because I keep everything separate. But like, I was really offended that they thought I was a sweet old lady.
That's rude. So rude. Did you give them like the one finger salute?
No, it was at work.
That's like the ultimate compliment. You've mastered gray man.
Yeah,
Right.
fantastic. That prepping 101. Ooh, that's our next workshop, Angie. How to fool your employer to think you're normal.
That'll be a $5,000 class right there.
Oh my God.
We're doing it.
Angie's gonna be a new CIA instructor on how to blend into like the biomorphication completely worked.
How did you say that in Angie's voice? That was so weird.
Well,
Okay, all right, Angie. So, what is a real world mistake that you've made or seen others make in food preservation that could be dangerous, and how do people avoid it?
I think the real world mistake at that time is going to be not sanitizing your jars. If you're doing that, if that's where you're going, because you're adding extra bacteria in there. So that was one of the things that we did when we were with you, Patrick, at the class. We showed how to do off-grid sanitation. That is going to be extremely important. And so you have to make sure. So when it comes to the prepping, quote unquote, this is where you want to make sure that you have enough of these tools already in the household and doing that. You just, and exactly what I said, you have no idea when a cow is going to go down, and that cow is frozen to the ground. Dawn could probably attest to this. She's in, did you say, I thought Tennessee, because
I'm in Tennessee.
yeah. So, but it freezes. And so up here, especially in Kansas in the wintertime, it freezes. And so if that cow is frozen to the ground, you're not moving that. You're not getting that cow up to the house. I don't care what kind of tractor you have. It's not happening. And so you're taking everything out there. You're trying to figure out how to sanitize those jars, doing all that. That's where those tablets came in that we were showing. We were trying to do all that off grid. That's going to be your biggest mistake if you don't do it. And the reason why is if a jar fails, throw it in the fridge. That's what you eat first.
Sure.
If you don't do it right, in 2 to 3 months, you're going to be playing that game of find that smell, and guarantee you got botulism in there and all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's just a mess. So that would be the first mistake.
I love that. I love it. So Dawn, Carrie, this totally is relevant to both of what you do in your respective homesteads and livings. I'm sure that you would say that canning milk or canning fruits and other types of items. Would you echo that sentiment? Would you say that that's a solid foundation to start with?
Absolutely. If I were to add anything into it from kind of my field, I would say make sure that you've got pH strips so that you know that you've got your acidity right on things, so that once you've canned it, it's going to have. Oh, sorry.
No. I was just about to. I got a story, but go ahead.
Yeah, but just making sure that your acidity is at the right level so that you get the most out of that product while it's on a shelf.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Go ahead,
So
Dawn.
back during COVID, I did not realize that there was, they had come out with 4% vinegar instead of 5% acidity vinegar. And at the time, we were just kind of grabbing whatever we could find on the store or on the shelves. And I got home and I made tons of pickles with 4% vinegar. I think it was like 40 jars of pickles.
Oh, wow.
Luckily, nobody got sick from it. And I didn't even realize it until like a month later when I picked up that bottle and just kind of looked at it. And I was like, oh my God, that's 4%. That's not 5% vinegar. So I had to dump, and they were soggy. Like they were gross. They weren't even like, they weren't even like pickly, how pickles taste. So yeah, I had to dump like 40 jars of pickles because of that. So be careful. Make sure you get your 5% acidity.
Yeah, so G and I have this saying, and we're like, thank God we're not starving now, because we get to learn right now and make these mistakes and realize what we need to notice and what we need to be looking at and that kind of thing. So it makes you, so to Will's point, it makes you more detailed oriented. Where you are looking at these things. So right now we can afford, do we want to? No, we don't want to throw away all those pickles, but we're not getting sick. We're not dying. Where if you're in a situation later on where you're hungry, you're going to be eating those freaking pickles. You're like, I'm chancing it. And you're going to do it. You just don't want to do that. So learn now what you need to do next time. Right. So
we're coming full circle for all of you that just tuned in. If you've not been paying attention throughout tonight's Without WROL episode, this goes back to championing Dawn's earlier answer about hygiene and doing the do or dealing with the poo. in your homestead and taking care of those hygienic issues. Because again, if you've ever had constipate or diarrhea while you're out camping or in the woods, like it's horrendous. Like when you don't have access to running water and some of those types of debilitating conditions, like the movie, what is that? But the Chris McCandless story about the kid that goes up to Alaska, stays in the bus, ends up dying.
Yeah.
Because he eats some weird shit, and like they find his corpse like the next season. Like that's what comes to mind. Those types of scenarios where like you eat some bad stuff and you don't have proper hygiene or know what you're doing, you can find yourself in a really bad situation.
Data,
Thank you. Wow, thank you. I was gonna say Call of the Wild, but I know that's not it. That's the Jack London book, but.
Data, can I stop you for a minute, or Patrick? Can I stop you for a minute?
Thank you. Data's my nickname. Yes.
There was something that you had told me a long, long time ago. You and I have known each other for years and years and years.
We go way back, right?
Yeah. When I first met you, you told me a story about your mom.
Yeah.
And that story about your mom was what got me into learning how to make soap, how are we going to do the sanitization, that kind of thing. So instead of bringing up somebody else's story, would you please, if you're not uncomfortable doing it, would you please tell that story? Because I think that is pertinent to get people going and in charge and stepping forward. If you can get me to do it, you can get any meal to do it.
Yeah. So what Angie's talking about is my mom grew up in a small province in the Philippines. She's an island girl. They grew up. She's like the oldest of like 13 kids. Their province. They still don't have running water in this place where my mom comes from. And so like they grew up during the Ferdinand Marcos regime, where things were pretty brutal. It was a very totalitarian government. You ate what you ate, and if you didn't forage through the forest, like kids died. Like you'd have 13 kids because 3 of them would die. Like they'd eat something bad, or something in the woods or in the jungle would eat them. And so my mom grew up pretty rough. And I won't go into the details of it, but what Angie's talking about, it still haunts me. I have nightmares. My mom tells stories that Grandma just calls Tuesday. It's like the T-shirt that I love that Nicole wears. Grandma just calls it a Tuesday. We call it prepping, but that way of life, it's an inspiration for me. It's part of what my passion is in helping others to be prepared. And then pairing up with fine individuals like these wonderful, amazing, intelligent ladies on this call this evening, and these gentlemen over here in the spirit of iron sharpening iron. I'm one sharp dude, and not because I'm sharp myself, but because of the iron that I surround myself with. But yes, Angie, thank you for that. My mom would love the fact that we talked about her story this evening. I'll spare you guys the gory details, but long story short, she had to make some very horrible choices. And she's grateful that this day and age, like she has the choice whether or not she wants to go eat Burger King or McDonald's, because that wasn't always the case.
Yeah. And this is important because we won't have those choices later on. So it's really important that we grasp, anything, any information whatsoever, and fine tune it to your own things. So, everybody knows I don't love the USDA and their ticks or rules or whatever, but fine tune it to what you want and what you can use, and go with it. Be prepared.
Yeah.
Well, to Angie's point about doing it now while you have convenience, when the Sawyer Mini first came out, the water filter you could get that would work on your backpacks, that would work just directly from a puddle or whatever, my entire group invested in Sawyer Mini, and everyone wanted to know if it worked. I went across the street from our homestead, took a bucket of water out of a stock tank, brought it back in front of people, took the Sawyer Mini, popped a straw on, and just put it into that stock water and just drank. I figured if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this when there's a hospital 30 minutes that way. And it was fine. I took long, dark drinks from that Sawyer Mini. It filters down to 0.1 micron. So I felt pretty good about it. And I was like, holy cow, this actually worked. It tasted weird. I'm not going to lie. Like there was that weird metallic feel in the back of your throat when you took that drink of water, but no one got sick. So to your point, Angie, you're absolutely correct. Do it now while you can, when you have the world to fix you.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And full disclosure, guys, Bobby did confide in me that did cause his children to be born naked, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Well, nudity is a symptom of drinking pond water, apparently.
It's fine. It's totally fine. It's natural. All right, moving right along. Let's jump in. Let's go to Kiri. We'll do a few more of these, and then we'll get to. Actually, let's pivot. You want to do another fun one? Should we go to the mystery list, the bonus list again?
Let's do Kiri first, then do the mystery list because
Okay.
you led. You got the people watching interested.
All right, let's do Kiri. Let's do a hard one for Kiri. Kiri, we're going to jump to level 5. This is a DEFCON 1. Is that how the scale works? 5 is easy, 1's hard.
I don't work for the government anymore, so I don't know.
All right, we're gonna do a Wisconsin 1. Okay.
All right.
So, Kiri, you've built a brand that people trust, myself included. In a crisis, trust becomes survival, and the two are intangible. What does ethical bartering and community trade look like when things go bad?
This is going to sound really dorky and old school, but documenting it so that everyone sees who was here, who traded what, who put how many hours in, because everything becomes vague with time. And if you can, you create a community checklist, so to speak, that everybody has access to. So I'm going to be trading Dawn a case of sauces for a gallon of milk, and everybody sees, and it's between the people doing it. But more importantly, when it's a labor issue, nobody remembers that they worked 4 hours at your farm unless you have it written down and everybody kind of sees it and agrees on it. And it just levels the playing field from what I've experienced.
Totally fair. Totally fair.
So you're talking about a privatized, almost stock exchange kind of thing where people can see what has been traded for what and what will rise or fall based on supply. And dear God, is she talking about an actual free market?
I think she was talking about this thing called the free market.
I love you, Carrie.
I love
Let's
you
play with
guys.
friends.
We can do karate in the garage.
Yeah, after 25 years in HR, I figured out the best way to make everybody work well together is everybody has 100% transparency.
Yes.
Yep. This is where you will learn the difference between equity and equality in this type of setting that Kiri's talking about. Where equality gives you, an equal chance, equity is earning it. So this is beautiful. I love it. This is knowledge. Again, take those knowledge nuggets, dip them in some barbecue or sweet and sour, whatever your favorite is, and then destroy it.
Consider this. If shit hits the fan today, the vast majority of people that you will be surviving with will not be boomers and older. They are going to be younger generations who are used to this sort of concept. I've often said that you are not prepping to trade with yourself. You're prepping to trade with the people you will find yourself surrounded by. And so this is actually a really good point she makes in that implementing newer methods of transparency and trading and bartering and economic systems is going to go much further than the good old boy system of the 40s and 50s where we just had handshakes and closed room doors over scotch and cigars and no one knew the better.
Yeah, this is like the New York Stock Exchange for preppers.
Yeah.
You can see real-time feed of what's...
Only it's not controlled by that what? Never mind.
So I think also an important part to add to that on what you guys were saying is that when it comes to that market, you have to remember too, what you're getting ready to trade, 65% of what you don't like. And I have a hard time beating this into Garen's head. 65% of what you like, other people don't like. So if you're trying to do your business, you have to remember that. Just because you like it, 65% of the population can like it. And so you have to balance that. And so, that's a hard game. Now, Kiri and I, we've done some deals. We got some stuff coming up. I just got to get my crippled butt better. And we'll get to kicking. We're going to have some real good stuff for you guys. We've just been working on it for oh my God, it'll be a year that we had that accident. Yeah. And
you heard it here, folks.
Yeah.
Plans in the making.
Yeah. We had a game plan, was supposed to launch a year ago. I'm going to go in, get another procedure done, and then hopefully we can launch it in January. So
we're going to drop some nuggets of these little hints that Angie's talking about.
I'm not telling y'all.
Yeah,
I'm not
all
going
right,
to tell it all, but We'll be dropping it, and Kiri knows. She's laughing because she knows she has to do it, and she don't like being on camera, so she's got to do it.
You're gonna do it, Kiri. We have faith in you. The out of doors guy says that there is no beating relentless refinement, and that's true. The more you refine something down, like you take an ingot of iron, you refine that iron into smaller pieces. You refine those down all the way to razor blades. It's not the environment that defines you; it's you that defines the environment. So thank you. That whoever that guy is, that's a fantastic little pearl that we dropped in your laps there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. I would say let's go ahead and do a bonus round.
Wait a minute, look at this comment that got hidden. Holy cow. James wrote a comment that says wipe your jar rims, and it's asking me if I want to show it or hide it. Where's your head at, YouTube? Dear God.
Wow, wipe your jar rims. I wonder what YouTube's algorithm is thinking jar rims are.
That would be vinegar that you take and you put it on a paper towel and you wipe the rims.
Hey, Rosie.
You need to make sure that the cans.
I'm not even going to say it. I'm dying to say it, but I'm not going to say it.
It's
all right.
it is going to be work. You have to make sure that you get all of the fat. The consistency.
Hey guys, make sure you clean your rim. Clean your rim.
Wait a minute. Some people have wide mouth rims, and some people have, like tight rims. I mean,
That's just.
I think YouTube might have some tight rims.
really, yes.
Wide mouth jars are for meat. Regular jars are for soup.
Like my poo comes out looking like a pancake. All right.
Wow, YouTube, your algorithm really did it again today.
Moving right along. All right.
Look at Dawn. Dawn's like, I go to church.
We all got to show up on Sunday, and everybody's been watching, and we're like all in the motion.
I have fantastic conversations about bidets with my pastor. I don't know about that.
Okay,
Okay,
can I throw out a pro tip for the vinegar rinse that we were just laughing about? If you're a canner, go find, they sell them for nail shops. It's what they put their acetone in. It's a little pump jar.
Wait, did you just say acetone when we're talking about rimming?
She did.
Switch it with the acetone in.
But don't put the acetone in it. Put the vinegar in it and use it for your rim job. There you go.
Oh,
I knew somebody was going to say it.
She came full circle.
And here everyone thought Ladies' Night was going to be about nail polish tips and unicorns and ponies. Look what's happening tonight.
Mothman.
Wow. All right.
Okay, moving on.
Oh, Matt, we're talking about rims.
Wide rims, narrow rims.
All right, next question.
Next question. All right, this is a bonus question. Everybody get your buzzers ready. Hands on your buzzers. All right. Dawn, I'm going to ask you this question. So you're going to automatically cheat and push your buzzer, okay?
Okay.
All right. Everybody's question, but it's going to Dawn.
Then send it to Dawn. It's Ladies' Night.
Let's say that Bigfoot isn't just a forest ape. Let's say that Bigfoot is an intelligent extraterrestrial trying to save humanity from the AI-driven apocalypse soon to be coming next year.
Wow.
What would Bigfoot's first message be to the human race, and who would take him serious? And no, Garen, we're not talking about you.
He would probably tell them to lock up all the white liberal women.
Wow. So Nancy Pelosi, look
Just
out.
get them all out of the way, and then we have a chance to save humanity.
Yes.
What about the?
Yes.
What's her name? The Talalia, the one.
Oh, Iman Omar?
Yeah, Iman Omar. What about her?
She's only here because white liberal women vote.
Oh, all right. Never mind.
Right.
Come on. Preach. Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm not good.
Dawn, you can be my.
I mean,
new
that's
favorite.
the biggest threat to to humanity. So I'm not saying kill them or anything. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying put them all. Just move them all
Put them all in Oregon. Put a big fence around it and let them do what they want.
No, they all need to go to New York. They all need to go to New York. That's where they're at.
Oh my
White
God!
liberal woman preservation.
60% of
gonna
all
reframe
the
the
single
question.
women.
I'm going to reframe the question.
Okay.
Bigfoot is here to save us from AI-driven apocalypse.
Oh, an apocalypse.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Not a collapse. Okay.
No, yes, the apocalypse, an AI robot-driven apocalypse.
Oh wow.
What's his message
AI
to the human race?
robot-driven apocalypse. Oh my gosh.
This
Okay.
guy is avoid Nancy Pelosi.
It's,
Or her
it's,
husband.
it's as good an answer as any.
It is.
Yeah,
Like, I would have accepted
solid.
that answer if you said Nancy Pelosi's the one that hit her husband in the head with a hammer.
No, it was a boyfriend.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to pass this one off to the girls. I got nothing.
That's fair. That's fair. Anyone want to hit the buzzer? This is open mic night. All right, everybody.
Repeat the
Anybody want to hit the
question.
buzzer?
Don got me on a squirrel, on a squirrel chase. So what? Repeat the question.
The question is, what would Bigfoot's message be to the human race, and who would take him serious? Would you take him serious?
For the AI apocalypse.
Yes, regarding the AI apocalypse. Bigfoot is here to save us from the AI apocalypse. Kind of like when they sent John Connor back.
Yeah, I totally take him serious. And then, my husband works for the Potawatomi tribal government, and so here's what I would have to say. I would say, "Oh ho," and so
I get it. I get it.
old ways. That means the old ways. And so, yes, I would take him totally serious.
Angie, you know what they say about Bigfoots with big feet?
Big socks, duh. Carrie is itching to say something.
Oh, say it, Kiri. Say it, Kiri.
Come on, Kiri.
Scandalous. I'm going to be scandalous. I'd believe him, and I think his message would be, "It's time for the EMP."
Yes.
Oh!
Yes.
know what?
Oh.
That's fantastic. That's going to lead right into my bonus question.
Wow.
But we're just going to skip right over everything else and go directly to this. Okay. Rumor has it. Yes. Let's do this one, and then we'll break in.
Yep.
So rumor has it that the Amish have secretly developed an EMP-proof wooden battle mech powered by butter churns and righteous fury. Martha, the way she churns that butter, oh my God. We're going to have 14 babies this summer.
Wow. I love you so much right now. A wooden Amish mech powered by butter churn.
Yes. Well, it's the way Martha churns the butter. I'm telling you, oh my God. She can make an Amish more honest.
Oh, okay. Continue with the question, sir. I support where this is maybe going.
Okay. So if the Amish roll out there, they've been secretly developing this the whole time. Like, that's why they're here. The EMP-proof wooden battle mech powered by butter churns, if they rolled out of the cornfields tomorrow to save humanity, what role would you play in helping the Amish mech corps? Would you, A, be a weapons engineer using only old ancient hand tools like scythes and hammers and whatnot? Would you be a tactical goat-mounted reconnaissance agent? Angie, I'm talking to you. Would you be an international diplomacy agent with that confused world governments? Bobby, that was for you.
No.
Or, Don, I'm talking to you. Would you be our primary butter churn operator, second class?
I will churn that butter, baby.
Oh,
Churn that butter all day long.
T, yeah.
Oh my God, this was
T, good luck with your next baby. Make sure your name on Jedediah.
Oh, dude, I'm in menopause. We ain't doing that.
Well, good luck with your Jedediah anyway.
bearded bluster has shown back up.
Oh, Bigfoot says grow a beard to fix society. Yes, he does. Thank you, Thank you, Bearded Buster.
Wow.
Bigfoot does say that. Don is churning the butter. What about you, Kiri? What are you going to do? Are you going to be a weapons engineer using hand tools? Are you going to be a goat-mounted tactical recon agent?
Oh, totally goat-mounted tactical recon agent.
Yes,
All right.
that was my choice.
All right. All right.
I
Angie,
get
what
to
are
be
you gonna do?
alone on a goat and spy on people and quiet. I'm good.
Totally conspicuous. How would anybody ever notice you?
Well, we are talking about the
Big
Amish in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Oh, what's Angie's answer?
Angie, what are you going to do?
So it depends. Am I in perfect health or am I like right now where I'm at?
Yes, you're gimpy grumpy.
Oh, then I'm the butter. I'm the butter churner.
Oh yeah.
Her elbows still work.
Her butter turn things all like in the yard and they're like, I'm washing the dishes.
Don's just gonna cheer me on. Churn it, baby. Churn it. Get it.
Why is Dawn going to be cheering you? Why is Garen not cheering? This has got so awkward.
Because Dawn was the first one to say, I'm going to churn the butter, baby. So she's the butter churning general.
I am not terrible. I thought it was a serious question. This is me.
She's the butter churn operator second class.
Yeah, well, but she was the first to volunteer. And in any military operation, if you volunteer first, you're getting field promoted to the front of the line.
Got it. Well, what about you? What are you going to do?
You said I got to make cool weapons out of stuff, right?
Yes, weapons engineer using only hand tools.
Oh, we getting some trebuchets, dude.
Oh, my man. Oh,
yes.
Yeah, you're going to sling those barrels of butter with clean rims.
Oh, yeah.
I agree. Trebuchets. I want to be a weapon expert to launch all my extra cream corn across and knock the shit out of the Illuminati coming from the other way with number 10 cans of cream corn. You know how heavy those would be?
This is like the equivalent of the guys in Vietnam flying over in helicopters playing the Ride of the Valkyrie.
Yes.
Except with putrid fermented cream corn.
Yes. Cream corn is only good as one thing, and that's a weapon of chemical agents against your opponent.
Oh, weapons of mass destruction.
Yes.
Find all the people who didn't clean their jars, get some botulism jars.
Yes. Now we've got chemical warfare involved. Yes.
Literally, the only thing you have to do is ask everybody and just pretend like your kitchen is super nice and go, who's gluten free? And then everybody raises their hand because that's what they're taught. And then feed them the cream corn. You have an entire 24 hours to get them. Take them down. Cool.
Yep. This is how the Hunger Games started, Angie. Gosh. Right. All right, guys. So we are at the top of the hour. We're going to roll into our final sponsor of the evening. Bobby, you want to tell us who is our fantastic final sponsor?
I do. Our final sponsor of tonight's episode of Ladies Night is Holton Direct Care out of Holton. They are a non-insurance taking actual co-op for medical stuff. So if you would like to see the current medical paradigm crushed and the concept of medical insurance crushed and the concept of treating symptoms and not curing illnesses crushed, go look at Holton Direct Care. They are a sponsor of us. They give us medical kits and IFACs every single year to give away during our giveaway. They have helped numerous people within the local community up here in the Northeast Kansas region. Garen and Angie, I believe, are customers of theirs. You're a customer of theirs. I know so many people that go there anymore that you don't have to have medical insurance. You pay a monthly fee to be part of a medical co-op and you get treatment. And I will tell you right now that Vance, the guy that runs that place, and all the folks that work with him are fine people. They are God's people. They are America's people. They are the free markets people. They are everything that you would want in a true solution to the current medical crisis that is hitting the United States today.
It is medical care the way medical care was meant to be, with grassroots doctors doing what doctors are supposed to do. They're prescribing cures, not prescribing medication.
Yes.
It's fantastic, and I wish that there were more people out there.
And they have a solid network too, and they have the ability to get in contact with people that even if they don't know directly how to help you, they can get in contact with someone who can either consult or help you directly too.
Yep.
Which is awesome.
Yep. I went there. I had some things. They referred me out to somebody else because they couldn't do it in house, and it was a direct network. Like all of their prices are negotiated. So when they send you to somewhere, it's a direct price. They've already pre-negotiated. You just pay the fee and off you go. It's fantastic. Yep, HoltonDirectCare.com. Our good buddies, Dr. Vance Lassie and APRN.
Daniel.
Yes.
Daniel, who's been a very big resource to our community.
Thank you, Dan. We appreciate you and Rebecca and Christian coming out and selling all the diabetic candies to the children.
That's right. All the freeze-dried stuff, man. And his kid Christian shows up and just plops the table up and just starts slinging candies, man.
You know what I was really surprised about that is like he came up to me and finally Becky, Dan's wife, came up and Rebecca, and she came up and she's like, well, he wants to talk to you, but he's really nervous to talk to you. I'm like, send him over. I'll talk to him. Yeah. And he must have been like 12 or 13 at the time, I think. And they had a freeze dryer and he wanted to launch his own business. And I told him, I said, Here's how you do it. Here's how you launch your own business. Here's where you go as far as like the cottage laws, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Because he was really upset at the time. He was like, my mom and dad say I can't do it. And like, yes, you can. You need to start looking at the agriculture side. Kansas really takes care of farmers. And here's how you do it. And I'm so proud of him. I don't even really sell candy anymore because he's doing it. And I'm just super.
It's so sweet to watch it happen.
Yeah, like he's got it. And it's so funny because I hear people sometimes they walk by and they're like, "Oh, you don't want that candy. That's Grumpy Acres. You want his candy." And I just laugh. I'm like, "He has his candy because of me." But okay.
What?
I just don't sell the candy, but they don't stop by Curie's tent to look and see that I'm not selling the candy. It's only meals. So, Curie's been super
Yeah,
cool.
but my kids, Angie, still want to get those Grumpy Acres freeze-dried Skittles because you started the crack cocaine epidemic for the
Yes.
preppers in 2020, man.
I swear, she puts a little bit of crack in every little Skittle.
I really don't. I can do some. I just never really at Midwest. I never really want to take away from what he's doing. And I'm not going to use his name, but he's a minor. So I don't want to take away from him. And I know he does Skittles. And so I let him have that. So
I didn't. Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, he's actually. I think he's an adult now.
I think he's an adult now.
He's an adult now. I think
get out of here. It hasn't been that long. Are you
it
kidding?
has, Angie. We've been doing this a long time.
Yeah, I think he's 18 now.
Get out.
I think he just turned. Yep, he does freeze-dried pizza slices now.
Does he really?
At this last festival, he had whole slices of pizza freeze-dried and put into bags. I'm like, oh my God, this kid is going to get so many people at the end of the day.
Yeah, so he did that. That's the pizza bites that we used to do, and we don't do them anymore. So good for him. I didn't realize he was 18. Gosh, I didn't even realize it's been that long. Oh, I'm getting old. Oh.
Yeah, you are, you old cripple, but we still love you.
Okay, so it's getting late in the night. I'm going to do a couple more of these, and then we'll wind it down. Give everybody a chance to get home and get to bed in a proper time. Thank you again to our wonderful sponsors. Angie's boss who let her off early this evening, so she can do this. Let's go back to, we did Curie, so let's go back to Dawn. Okay, Dawn?
All right, Don, you can't pass this one off. This one's your question.
Actually, we're going to do an easy one for you, Dawn. This is going to be pretty straightforward. Let's do, there's a bug out fantasy, and then there's real life. Right? Because so many people think they're tactical on the internet. The internet has caused this grim sensation where everyone has an opinion and everyone feels like their opinion is validated because they have a platform called Reddit to like puke their information into. But there's the bug out fantasy, and then there's real life. What does a realistic family bug in or bug out plan look like to you?
So ours specifically is that we stay as long as we can. We have, all of our food, all of our about a year's worth at least of food. And we do have a couple of, we have a fairly close location that we could go to if something were to happen where they know we're coming. There's things there for us. And then we have a little farther away place, a little more remote, about 1,500 acres of forest that we would go to. But, I mean, regardless, you've got to get there. So we would, honestly, I'm a little more new to prepping. I'm one of the weird people who I started out as a homesteader and became a prepper and not vice versa. So building the homestead side of my life has been lifelong, but building the prepper side of my life has only been in the last 10 years and really heavy since 2019, right before COVID.
Right.
So I'm still personally learning a lot of that stuff. We reading a lot of books and trying to get what that plan looks like. And so I am not as far along as some of you other ones are in the prepper world, so to speak. But we have plans, and we have things that we hope to eventually expand on.
That's a fantastic answer. So realistically, it's a hybrid model, classic, bug in, bug out when you have to scenario, and it doesn't matter, Don. I love and I appreciate the fact that you qualified it with you're kind of new, or at least you feel like you're new. But again, that's the beauty of this panel and then the circle of friends that we play in, because it doesn't matter if you just started your journey yesterday or you go way back like me and Angie or me and Bobby or any of us for that matter. You really can find your niche and then a level for you to coexist on, because someone else in this circle, someone else in the chat group, someone is right there with you. Someone's at the same pace or the same level you are, and you're going to find someone that you can resonate, because part of our mission at the Midwest Preparedness Project is helping others find their tribe. And same thing with Self-Reliance, same thing with Kentucky Sustainable Living, as well as our friends up in Wisconsin that may or may not be working on their own little things, which we will not talk about this evening. Helping our friends reach those levels of attainable self-reliance or preparedness is part of our goal and our mission. So what else you got? Oh, yes. So Bobby wants me to remind you to tell us about the Great American Preparedness Tour. Speaking of.
Yes, the Great American Preparedness Tour has wound down for the 2025 season. I know using words like tour and season is kind of cliche, but the fact is it works. It resonates with people. They understand what it means. So in 2025, we had 3 events on the tour. We had Midwest Preparedness Project in the spring. We had Kentucky Sustainable Living in the summer, and we had Self-Reliance Festival in the fall. And each of these events have ancillary things that they do outside of the actual tour. So you should go to thepreparednesstour.com. That will get you to all 3 events at one time. It's kind of this nice big funnel that lets you have one place to find what we're all doing across the country. There are rumors of at least 2 potential events being added to the event in 2026 or 2027. Just depends on timing. It depends on the economy. It depends on, I don't know whether or not the Argentinians are nuking the Venezuelans or nuking the Mexicans. I don't know. Or cream corn. It's a weird time to be alive. But what I will tell you is that we are looking to expand the tour. The tour is going to get bigger, is going to get better. We are going to add more events over time in more places across the country. And I don't have currently a Midwest preparedness token because we've actually given all of ours out. But all 3 events on the tour right now have their own poker chip. This is Self-Reliance and Kentucky Sustainable Livings. If you have visited all 3 of them, you can send an email to our email, which you can find on thepreparednesstour.com, and you can send us proof of life, a picture of all 3 tokens, and you will get this limited edition Mora Basic 511 carbon steel, the Great American Preparedness Tour, a laser engraved knife. And we only have a handful left. So the first people that send us their proof of life from 2025 are going to get their knives. And then in 2026, we may be changing the whole dynamic of the tour up. And so look for great changes there. It's the whole idea is to get your ass off the couch, to get you into the community, to get you traveling beyond your own community. Because if the worst is ever recognized, if we ever see the absolute worst that we think about in our minds, you're going to need communities and more than just your local place. What happens if you're on a business trip in Chicago and the EMP goes off? What happens if you're in Bismarck, North Dakota, and something bad happens? What happens if you're in Tallahassee, Florida, and the zombies rise? Having a group is great. Having your local network is great, but the concept of concentric circles within concentric circles is that as it ripples out, you have more people in more places so that you will never be without. And as a father, as a mother, your kids will not be without. As a man, your wife will not be without. As a woman, your husband will not be without. The idea is to build resiliency, to build community. As you've said, what was it you said? Anti-fragile.
Yes.
Would you tell people what anti-fragile means real quick?
The harder you hit it, the more it stands up. Like it doesn't, you can't knock it down as easily. It's a movement that gains momentum as it's fought. So the classic example is like a riot. The more that you push a riot, the more they're going to push back. It doesn't matter how hard you push, it pushes back. And the other part of it too, it's not that it's just like when you hit it, it doesn't move. When you hit it, it hurts you back. It hurts you worse. You can't stop that level of momentum effectively. But these events give you a chance to be like a real person in real life. Defeat the AI apocalypse that Bigfoot was warning us about earlier. meet people in real life, not be a loser, and and just get out of it. Get out of your house. Like, get out of the bubble. Get out of the, I'm so afraid of everything that comes around the corner. What? You can meet real people. You can come
Don't be an internet loser that starts 47 Facebook groups trying to. Never mind.
Yep. Yep. Don't be that guy.
We're on 50 now, don't you know? But you come out, meet real people, and don't be a loser about it either. Just show up and be cool. Like, it's not hard. These events exist such that you don't have to be a networking genius. You don't have to be really good at putting these things together. You just have to show up. You don't have to do anything. Your excuses are gone. There's all sorts. There's at least 3 now, and I guarantee you, there's smaller ones that are happening all over the continent. Like, go out.
Yeah.
I have something to add to that.
Yes, please.
Everything that I am doing now is because I went to the first Self-Reliance Festival that I went to in Camden. I worked for the government 25 years. And because of that, then I started to, and I didn't think I had it in me to be a business owner. Like, I had always been an employee, never a boss, never a supervisor, never any of those things. I didn't think I had it in me to talk in front of people. And all of this that I'm doing now that's developed over the last 5 years is because I went and I met people and I made friends, and that network grew into building my confidence and building the network and the relationships that is to where I am now. And I still, every time when I went to the Midwest Preparedness Project, when I went to Kentucky Sustainable Living, I'm still learning things. Even though I'm actually on staff with Self-Reliance Festival, there's always things that I'm learning, always meeting new people, always and loving that part of it. And now I feel like I have you guys. I have friends all over the place that I never would have had if I hadn't gotten out of my shell. I didn't know anybody. I didn't know a soul at the first Self-Reliance Festival. Yep. And I just went just to see what it was about. And I've been hooked ever since.
You know what, Don? You tell T that he can wash dishes in my mutual assistance group any day of the week.
He's great at it.
Me first. I get Don first.
No, I was talking to T.
You actually get him, not me.
Me and T are going to hang out. We're going to wash dishes and drink bourbon and talk about bad decisions.
Okay, great. Then I take Don and we'll milk cows and make butter and cheese.
We're a team. We can do it.
I believe in you, ladies. I believe in you. And me and Garen and T will hold down the kitchen. It's all good.
And I will ride the battle goat with Carrie.
Yes. But trust me.
How big is this battle goat? That's what I'm trying to picture.
I mean, the standard size battle goat. I mean.
Oh no! This is an Arabian Nubian cross with big horns and.
You're using my goats, is what you're saying.
It's a scaredy goat until you pull out your sword and you say you have the power, and then it transforms into a battle goat.
And then it stands up and goes, "I am Mephistopheles. Let's go forth and destroy the enemy."
All right, you want Jeff?
Can we mount a ballista to it?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So we're getting close. We're going to wind it down. Angela, do you, since we introduced you first, do you have any nuggets of wisdom to drop on the guest and the rest of the world beyond the cool things that you've told us this evening?
Yeah, so I was actually thinking about that, and I think that anybody listening, get your house in order. Make sure that everything is taken care of. Do the sweeping, do the cleaning, right? So you need to make sure finances, whatever you got going on. That was one of the things that saved Garen and I's butt. Garen worked for DOD, and before COVID came out, we were actually warned 2 years before, and everybody was told that worked for the government to get your households in order. I'm telling you right now, get your households in order. It's going to get rough. Yep. And so no credit cards. Don't take out more credit cards. Don't do anything like that. Pay attention to your credit, because when things start to recover and do a little bit better, you need to make sure that you're doing that. But do everything you can to make sure that you're stacked, that you're prepped and all of that. I would say that my favorite quote, and I think this is pertinent to every situation, especially if you're learning to build a community, is to when you look at a system, the best team, you should never be able to recognize the leader. That's how you know they're a team.
Mm-hmm.
And so then also I would say tomorrow be at least, and Garen gets mad at me, he thinks it should be minimum, but I believe in all of you and everybody watching, and I know you guys want to do this. Tomorrow, be at least 10% better tomorrow than you were today.
Amen, sister. Wow, wonderful words of wisdom. All right, everybody else, I'm not going to ask you anything. We're all just going to go home now. Thank you, Angie. You have now won the internet. I take it back from you, Jenny. You lost the internet. We're going to give it to no. Kiri, got some nuggets of wisdom you want to drop on our fans and our wonderful people out there in the internet world?
I got 2 practical tips. They're kind of mundane, but they've been working for us really well. One, now is the time to pay attention to places like Facebook Marketplace. People, it sounds terrible, but people are tight on cash and they are moving important equipment and solar things at pennies on the dollar. So if there's something like a big purchase that you've been looking for, start paying attention there. And I lost the other one.
Make sure you wipe your rims.
Wipe your rims.
Yes.
While you're at the hardware store, while you're at Walmart, while you're at the bigger stores, start paying attention if they're selling this year's seeds off on sale.
Yeah.
Make them an offer. How much for the entire display?
Yep.
I just picked up, I think, about 75 packets of seeds for $15.
Nice.
Outstanding.
So start taking advantage of that. I know everybody likes organic. We always want to support the smaller business and seed saving, but if any of the 8 million conspiracy theories are out there, getting on top of your growing game is important, and any seed will do in a storm.
I love it. Fantastic. Fantastic. Wow, so much wisdom. All right, Don, don't disappoint us. Give us some kind of fantastic piece to leave the crowd in awe with.
Continue to build your skills. You're never too old to start learning new things. For me, over the winter, when things slow down on the farm, is when I really get out a lot of my books, my how-to books. Continue to practice cooking from scratch and not from ready-made prepared meals, and learn how to make bread from actually milling the grain, because it's not what you think it is. The first couple loaves I ever made where I could have broken glass with them. And like, Angie said, when you're in the thick of it is not the time to learn. The time to learn is now.
Mm-hmm.
And, my husband's 58 and I'm 50 and we're still learning stuff. And we have the homesteading stuff down pat, but there's still things like I don't know. Like, I don't know how to smoke meat. When she brought that up, I'm like, dadgummit. We're going to build a smokehouse. So it's on my list. God, the list is as long as my leg. But yeah, that's my thing. Just continue to learn, absorb, be a person that just loves to learn new things, and that will make you valuable. It'll make you useful no matter how broken down your body is, if you know stuff.
Yep. I love that. That's fantastic advice, Dawn, and it goes back to Kiri's list of tangible, barterable skills that will be put on the board, so that we can see that free world economic solution being portrayed and played out live. Will, you have any nuggets of wisdom for us, my friend?
Got 2 quick ones and then an actual one. Buying non-needs. Excellent point. When people don't have what they need, wants become cheaper. Also, to the person who said, I'm shy and quiet, come out. These are like the nicest people on planet Earth, I swear.
Oh, that's Rose. That's
Rose.
Oh,
okay. I was about to say.
The opposite of that.
Okay, cool. If you aren't that person, you're
light, Rosie.
Hi.
Through the light.
People like this, these are not. Yes, we're very rambunctious on the lives, but if you come out to one of the events, it's a very different energy, just for the record, as a point. I'm not going to call you a loser if you show up. I'm just to be clear.
We call each other that out of love.
Yeah.
Love.
And
love is love.
The point that I had on anti-fragility, you cannot establish that as an individual. You can only do it through community. You as a person cannot uphold anything for any longevity. You can only uphold things through groups, ideas, physical reality, like whatever you want to uphold, you can only do it for any level of time, like any amount of time with a group, whether that be, building a stronger community around you or building just your family unit and then expanding that community. But regardless, you need a community. You cannot uphold your values without a community. Join one, go out, make friends, be a person in real life.
Love it. Well, no man is an island. Fantastic. SSG Spags, Brother Spags, if you would please bring us home.
I generally make a comment about economics at this point, but I think I'm going to shift tonight based on what the ladies have said, because they brought up many good points. In fact, I would say that this might be one of the better WROL lives we've done. There's been more actual nuggets of truth given tonight and less blustering than normal. And maybe that's because we had a full female panel. It's entirely true. So what I would say, I think the thing I brought away the most from this particular episode was, when you have to barter someday, you are not bartering with yourself. And so if you're the person who's like, well, I don't want bullion, I can't eat it, I can't use it, understand that somebody will. And what you need, you will get based on what they think they need.
Wow.
I've been prepping since 1997. I transitioned into the prepsteader, then the homesteader over that period of time. So I've been at this game a long time. And what I have learned is that somebody always starts from zero. Somebody starts at level 1. Somebody's at level 5.
Yep.
Have all of the things. If you would like to become as economically tight as you can possibly be prepared to barter with anyone at any level. And even if it's something you don't believe in, gold, silver, crypto, seeds, guns, bullets, I don't care what it is, still have a little on hand at all times, because every decision in life is an economic decision.
My man. All right. If you guys did not hear that, well, don't leave me hanging. If you guys did not hear that, Bobby is going to keep a can of cream corn in his basement because he is not bartering to himself.
That's right.
Full circle. See what we did there?
I'm going to have to take a picture of my basement now with a fucking can of cream corn just to prove the point.
All right.
Bobby, I can freeze dry that canned corn for you, and that cream corn I will actually use in cornbread. You and I can barter.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. To all of you who are still watching and listening, thank you so much for being a part of tonight's episode. We have obviously circled the rim, and we're getting close to the middle. Doing the do. It has been a fantastic evening. We really appreciate you being a part of this. You did not have to be here, but you did. You chose to be here. Have a wonderful evening. Do not forget that our spring festival is coming up May 5th through May 10th. Clinton Lake, we're going back to Bloomington West, where Bobby has an all-star cast and lineup of new speakers, new talent, and new workshops for you to grow your concentric rings of trust and friendship with. We look forward to seeing you guys there. Go to www.midwestpreparednessproject.com. You'll find all of those fine things. Make sure you RSVP. This campsite is a little bit smaller than where we're at Rockhaven. Space is limited. It is primitive, but we do have a much better facility in terms of bathrooms, so you don't have to go to the outhouse. We actually take care of the hygiene for you.
Perfect. Mr. President, take it away.
Wonderful. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. We will catch you next time on Without Rule of Law. Ladies, stay in the background. We're going to chat with you afterwards. Have a great night, everyone. See you next time.
Ladies' night!
Because it's ladies' night.